What would you be willing to give up in exchange for a 10% pay increase or a pay raise? Simply Money's Amy Wagner joins us now with some surprising answers. This is fun.
This is fun because it's like that game that we play with our kids.
Yeah.
Like, would you rather? My 8-year-old son would say, like, eat worms or take a nap with a snake, right?
Yeah.
So the folks at Lend EDU asked this question of a bunch of people. They said, what would you do in order to get a 10% raise? And some of the answers are quite interesting. 54% say they'll give up social media for 5 years. And I think for most of us, 10% raise, like, that might be a decent trade-off. Working an extra 10 hours a week for life, I think if you were working extra, you would actually get the extra money anyway. I don't know, maybe not. Giving up access to health insurance for 5 years. Some of them even says like dental care for 5 years. I don't know, I mean, for people who hate going to the dentist, to not have to go to the dentist and also get a 10% pay raise, it's kind of a win-win maybe for some.
I feel like that's more appropriate for younger kids or younger working professionals that are fresh out of college going, I don't need health care. I don't need any dentist of this. Visit.
Absolutely. But there's some other interesting personal things that people have said that they would give up as well. Let's take a look at some of those. Alcohol for 5 years, and then the dental care. The right to vote. 35% of the people surveyed said they give up the right to vote for just a 10% pay increase. And this one I think is crazy. 12% said they would break up with a partner just to have that 10% pay raise right now.
I feel like some people think their partners spend the 10% anyway.
And maybe that's the problem. And then, of course, there's been all that coverage here on Fox 19 now about, like, the eating of the laundry pods.
Yeah.
But 5% of people surveyed said, I'll do one for 10% pay raise. Obviously, this is kind of a funny little survey, but for a lot of people, what would you really do to get that 10% raise? Because there are some things, especially if you haven't gotten a raise in a while, you might want to look or ask the boss if you can sit down and talk with them. Do a little research and make sure that you can point to things that you have done that have helped the company, especially if you've been able to add to the bottom line, save money some way, bring money in, include that in what your proposal would be, and also look at the future and give them ideas of ways that you think you could help pitch in to help the company grow.
But often, too, a lot of people, and I don't know this for a fact, but I think it in my head, people just go in and expect that their boss knows everything that they do on a daily basis.
Sure. And sometimes it's just, I need this raise, right? It's been a long time since I've gotten the raise. You have to show why you deserve that raise. And that would be the Simply Money point. If you can do your research and demonstrate ways that you've either done things in the past to help save money or can do things in the future to grow that company, you have a really good leg to stand on when asking for that raise.